how this turns out this morning. For RNG's kind, JN is a very top ranked player. Riiyak is going to have his work cut out, and let's hopefully the odds will make this an interesting race. Looks like JN got started just a hair before riiyak. Okay, in this cave, they're both looking for a 50 bag, 50 experience points. We'll see who gets it. JN does not get it. And neither does riiyak. Okay, should be. Well, okay, riiyak is going to be doing Dark Trophy Cave to try to get 50 experience points, so he will be able to have a better chance at attack 4. JN obviously would just opt to ignore it, and if he gets attack 3 Death Mountain, he's just going to get attack 3. But JN's at that level where he can easily handle it. But riiyak will still need to get some good RNG going his way in Palace 1. He will need at least one 200p bag drop. Okay, riiyak's not going to forget shield. He's getting it now. Yep, you gotta get all the spells, all the items, all the keys, and no out of bounds trickery. So no wrong warps. Be the last cave we see dark. Okay, there's a heart container down here. He's going to try to skip a forced encounter tile. That looks like he's got the setup. Did he get it? Yep, he did. JN gets the heart container. Oh, riiyak takes an early encounter. Going into the dark cave here. Got some bubbles a little bit troubling. You have to be careful on the way back. These bubbles will knock you to the right every time, either if you don't matter if you're going left or right. So if you're going left and they knock you right, you're going to get knocked into a pit and you're going to have a bad time. JN takes an encounter. A little unfortunate. riiyak set up. No, he went just a hair early. Okay. Now, what JN's going to need to help out the run a bit is obviously there's 2 drops he's looking for. I'll explain the drop counters real quick for those who don't know how they work. Every 6th enemy, either in a small group or a large group, can drop either a red jar or a P bag, or if it's a small enemy group, you're either going to get a blue jar or a 50 P bag. The P bag is 200 for the large enemy group. And keeping track of your counts is pretty important. In this category, not so much, because you have a lot of improvisation for it, but let's say you were doing 80% deathless, yeah, your count needs to be spot on for something like that. So, we'll stroll through Palace 1. Now, another backup strat to get a 50p bag, if JN opts to kill a few of these blue enemies called bots on his way, if he kills his 6th one, he can still get that 50 bag. But you only have a 1 in 8 chance, 12.5%, I believe, of getting it. Now, the red jars and large pea bags have a 50% drop rate. But it always seems you get the one you don't want when you need it most. So that 50% rate can go down the toilet. Okay, JN's up to attack 2. Yeah, you have to go up to get this key and come back to the candle, because if not, you don't have enough keys to get to the candle. So the backtracking is necessary in this palace. You'll see that in a few palaces, a little backtracking. And now, getting the Doom Rattler key here. Uh-oh. JN, he's getting botted. Wow. Oh, there's that 50 back. Oh, he doesn't even go back and get it. Oh, wow. Okay, I see what he's doing. He wanted to refill his life. If his life was full, he probably would have grabbed that bag. Probably at this state. Okay. That's a red jar drop for JN, so it is guaranteed attack 3 strats after Palace 1. And riiyak went and got a backup fairy. One of the few places you can find a fairy in a palace. Okay, we're now JN. He's going to work his way to Horsehead, which is a nice little, simple boss to give you a good mechanic on how to hit things in the head. This candle that JN got that riiyak is getting now will help him see in the dark caves. So now we'll be able to see what's going on. Ooh. Okay, leveling's looking good, but like I said, for JN, it doesn't matter if he gets a P bag or not. He got double red jarred anyway. So again, that bag earlier wouldn't have made a difference. So Horsehead's going to take a little longer at attack 2. And let's see how riiyak's drop luck goes. If he levels correctly, he will have attack 4 now. So he'll have a slight attack advantage going into Death Mountain. But the important thing is the leveling after Death Mountain. It's not Death Mountain so much. After Palace 2, you need to be leaving Palace 2 with attack 6. And you need a lot of experience to get that. Okay, riiyak is leveled correctly. He will get his attack 4. He does not need to grab this. He could have to save a little time on the refill, but... Now this fight should go a little quicker. He dies in 8 hits at attack 3. Yeah, wait till him come back on. There you go. Now JN is now going to Jump Cave. That riiyak already went to. riiyak does not have to go there, so we'll know the lead a little bit more once we get into Jump Town, because that trophy that JN got will help him get the jump spell, which will help Link jump just a bit higher. So he's entering at 10:08 to the Jump Lady's house. And it looks like he is going to be entering at 10:40. So we got a 32-second lead for JN at this time. Jump Cave, it's a little tricky. You can take a lot of bops in here and not even realize it. These gorillas will take 4 hits for JN, but they're only going to take 3 for riiyak, because he has attack 4. But JN's making this look super easy. He's making it look a lot easier than what it is, trust me. Okay, now the encounter luck coming out of here. They have to go to Bagu to get a note to get through Life Town to get to Death Mountain. So we're going to see if JN hits his slinks here. So far, so good. And that's almost a free walk. No! That's the Bagu skip. That's not a good strat. So we got one encounter there. Each encounter will take about 6 seconds. So we'll see what riiyak does here. A little surprised he did not take Life 2 in Jump Cave. That's usually a pretty standard strat, especially in a race. Okay, if he don't get hit here, he should be able to take Life 2. Oh, I see that drop. Oh no, a death for riiyak. Now, one thing the runners will have to look out for, when they're leveling up, they need to make sure they're not in a screen transition. If they're in a screen transition during the level up phase, it will soft lock. So, you know, it's frame perfect. It's happened. Everybody who's ran this game has done it at least once. Now, JN's in Life Town. He went and got this mirror that was under the table and took it back to the lady who had spelled life. And fun, interesting fact, the dialogue box that you skip is one of the few times that Link actually speaks in the entire Zelda series. And we skip it. That shows how relevant that is. So now JN's going to be giving that to the Riverman. Why am I getting music popping up on my PC? I know why. I apologize. Let me fix this. There we go. just fixing something real quick on my thing. Hold on. There we go. Got that fixed. So anyway, Jan's in Death Mountain. The red Dairas that he's attacking will take two extra hits versus what riiak's going to be going through. It's almost like a Metroid. It's definitely a lot different from Zelda 1, obviously, but they were experimenting. I didn't appreciate this game until I was an adult. And by that I mean late adult, in my 30s. Okay, Death Mountain, they both will have 2 drop chances. Jan really will need a pea bag. A large pea bag. It will help him out for later. But combat's on point here. Not looking too bad. riiyak, he's getting his first Daira. And you see how much quicker the Daira went down. For him, 2 extra hits. So he's going to save a little bit of time. But Jan's got some really good combat, so he's not going to lose as much time as most runners would. I'll see how this red Daira goes for riiyak. It's only going to take 4 hits. Nice consistent strat. Jan go for the beam wrap. Yep, he missed it, but you can wrap your beam and hit him. Yeah, the fighting mechanics in this game, as Loria just said, is actually very advanced for an NES game once you understand. Like, for example, Dairas. They can read your directional pad movement. If you play as casual and you go to jump into them to hit them, you'll notice they keep backing up, but they're not backing up for the runners. Well, with the input display we see from riiyak, you'll be able to see as he is jumping into them, he is releasing off the directional pad on the controller, and they will keep coming at you as long as you do that. It's called a neutral jump. Just don't hold the direction on the D-pad, and they will always come at you. The hammer was just gotten by JN that riiyak will be getting here shortly. Let's him break some blocks. Yeah, it's a lot more advanced combat-wise than what I originally thought playing as a young kid back in the day. I would have never thought games could read your movements. But of course, this was back in the 80s. Okay, they gave each other a little high five there. And riiyak is on his way to the hammer. And a magic container. riiyak going for those double hits. You can the double hits that JM was doing, they're pretty difficult to do. Now JN is on his way out of Death Mountain. Got a little fetch questing coming up. Yeah, this, Zelda 2 is, while riiyak's heading out to get the magic container, Jan's about to walk to do some fetch questing. I will, talk briefly about Zelda 2. It's, as I've seen in the chat, opinion-wise, Zelda 2 does get the bottom of opinions, but, hey, it's not Triforce Heroes at least. Okay, Jan got an unlucky encounter there. let's see how he goes. He didn't get the boulder dash manipulation, so he's going to try to just power through this area here. Hopefully he doesn't get an encounter in the swamp. Oh, he does the one-up strat, okay. Now, in this cave is a medicine of life. You'll need that to get fairy. Yep, that's that double hit technique that I spoke of earlier. He gets inside the hitbox, he's able to get an extra hit in. It will save time throughout the run just a little bit, but, you know, as long as you kill him quickly, you can still get a really good time without double hits. Okay, riiyak from his death earlier, he will get this safety one up. Now, it does look like JN's got a big lead, but a lot of things can happen in this. Like I said, every unwanted encounter is going to be a 6-second time loss, and when you get hit, you're losing momentum. So a knockback can cost you a second. Okay, riiyak got the boulder dash manipulation just fine. And, so yes, okay, Fairy Town. The actual town names are, they did reuse the names later in Ocarina of Time for the names of the sages. But I'm just going to call them by their spell names. I'm not a technical person. I'm an easy person. So that's the medicine of life. JN is going to get the down stabby. Yep, good old down stab. You needed a knight to tell you in a church to press down while you're jumping. Yeah, you needed that education because Link couldn't figure it out on his own. Okay. Looks like we're going to have another virtual high five coming up here. Yep. Yeah, and this is the All Keys tournament. We are entering the round of, I want to say, I think we're in the Elite Eight, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, so winner of this will move on to the quarterfinals. Yep. Yeah, we'll have some yak hammers later for sure. Okay, Pals 2's to the left, however, JN does need an item. Because it's 100% completion. So he's going to get this nice little heart container over here. And another red jar. Now, here's the situation JN has faced as he's using a fairy to pick up this heart. His experience is a little bit low. If he doesn't kill everything in Palace 2 and doesn't get a drop, a P bag, he's going to need at least one, JN will not be able to get to attack 6 at the end of Palace 2. The reason why riiyak has a higher level right now is because of RNG drops. JN did not get the drops, and riiyak did. JN's having a good swamp walk. Oh, he gets trolled. He's getting trolled by some encounters today. This is a great opportunity for riiyak to gain some time. He's picked up a little bit of time there, actually, I believe. I mean, he lost some in Death Mountain, but he's gained a little bit here. Hitting Boulder Dash. Yeah, the reason why they're casting Fairy, it saves time on the animation. They don't have to hold up, you know, he doesn't have to stand there and hold up, hey, look, I have an item. JN does have the best race time in the tournament, a low 1:15. riiyak was going for the double dip in the cave and could not make it. But he should make it to the... Oh, wow, this might actually be good here for riiyak. Nope. Ooh, look at this. He makes it to land. Ah. Yeah, getting a 1:15 in this game is very difficult. There's a few runners who have it, and of course the record holder is Simple Dude. He's the only one with a 1:14 or a 74, if you will. And you know, I feel sorry for whoever plays him next in the tournament. JN's going to have to kill a lot more stuff than but riiyak gets another drop. That's good for him. So he's not going to have to kill a lot in here. Okay, what's JN going to get here? This bot room is very difficult, but JN makes it look like a hot knife through butter. Now this is going to be JN's chance for a drop here off. Yep, okay. He's not going to have to kill as much now, but he's still going to have to kill a lot. Yes, some of you recognize this music maybe from a popular Smash video game of some sort. Oh yeah, I should change the background. There we go. My bad. Yeah, they ripped the music off from Smash just like Zelda ripped off Binding of Isaac. Okay. Now, riiyak, let's see how he handles this room. Okay, he's taking a nice safe approach. Those were small pea bags, Kev. The small pea bags really aren't going to help. Okay, JN picked up the glove, which will help him break these blocks here. I thought I switched the background. Oh. It must have double-clicked on me. I apologize. Thank you, Yunus, for letting me know. Yeah, he does not... riiyak does not want to level up. Because he wants to save all that experience to get attack 6. Make it a dance party. Boots and pants, boots and pants. Okay, there we go. It's enough fun. Okay. Yeah, Pals 2, there really isn't a lot besides the glove and getting the item. The Jan will make his level up. Yep, and he'll probably skip these just to be safe. Yep. That wouldn't help him at this stage. He's going to take his other levels that riiyak has in Palace 3. JN with a textbook helmet head. Okay, so crystal placement at 30-32. And we will, but it's looking like at least a minute and a half lead right now. But JN could soft lock. He could game over. Things happen in this game. Okay, JN is going through the graveyard. If you go down from the graveyard, you'll find this little invisible pit. Takes you, but you have to cast Fairy. This is why the Fairy spell was gotten earlier. This will help you get to the Island Palace, which is the third palace. Good fight from riiyak there. So yes, we're looking close to a minute and a half. Yeah, for those who saying, Zelda 2 is difficult, try the Japanese version. Now, your leveling is different, so you can level up whatever you want. But if you game over, there's a penalty. You lose your levels and go to your lowest level for all of them. So that's another interesting tidbit. There was big differences between the Japanese version and the US version. The Japanese version is so much easier. Okay, riiyak with a decent swamp. Went for Tomb Walk. That's okay. He'll get eroding. Oh, he gets a back spawn. But he gets a desert instead of the road. riiyak makes it in. Okay, Palace 3 has a raft. And if I was on the ball here, I would have already changed the background. Okay, so they're both in Palace 3 at the moment. If you say so, JRP, if you say so. Okay, JN, now they got the same levels, but they want to be at, ooh, he's in the air leveling up. This could be dangerous. Okay, he got lucky there. Yep, they will leave this palace and touch the crystal at 633 to take attack 7. And here's our first yak hammer. Oh, one hit shy. There you go. You get inside the hitbox and hit down a heck of a bunch of times, and you will just jackhammer through enemies. riiyak does not have jump. He's trying to, okay, he made it. Yeah, a lot of people that's learned this game has put hundreds of hours into it, especially your top runners, Simple Dude. Uh, Lordo, he's a very good runner as well. Simple Dude and JN's probably, they have the most time put in this game. This is our first Minecraft room. We're going to dig to get a key. So once again, Minecraft Rift off Zelda 2. Imagine that. Oh, riiyak. No. Couldn't do. That's that level up mid-screen I was talking about. Oh, you guys call that Alucard? I didn't even have a name for him. We just know Highlander likes to fall in the lava. That's all we know. Okay, JN is about to face riiyak. Even if he ferried, he would have had to went back. Okay, now he's giving Rebo a migraine. Yeah, because he couldn't have broke those blocks, so he would have had to went back anyway. Okay, so JN is leaving Palace 3 as riiyak is getting the final key. I'll tell you what, Lordo, I'll name the first spot in Palace 2 where the key is that can knock you in the lava. We'll call that one Lordo, okay? Just for you. Okay, now let's say bye-bye to Western Hyrule for JN. He's the one to stand on this raft. Take it to Eastern Hyrule. You think you went through a game yet? No. You've only went through about 30% of it. Now, this town is special. The fire spells in this town. Well, you have a very strange fetch quest to get the fire spell. And riiyak's having a very good Rebo fight. There's this lady out of this house. She wants water. She's too lazy to walk down here. She could have threw a fishing pole with a bucket attached and fished water out, but no, she didn't even want to walk. She didn't want to do that. She wanted to make a little pantsless, mute, elf-looking child grab the water for her to come down here and get this fire spell that's useless. Under house arrest? Could be. JN's refilling his life. The hero does nice things except for her. Doesn't need to. Doesn't need to help her. He does everything else. That woman can get her own damn water. Okay. So, the fire spell will kill those guys, the blue iguanas, whatever they're called, but you won't see it. In the Japanese version, you don't even need the fire spell, you can stab them. JN gets a nice walk there to Maze Island. And in this little tile, there's a kid. Oh, Jan, you gonna cast Fairy? Yep, okay. You definitely don't want to touch that kid unless you cast Fairy or kill that Listalfus, because he'll stab you as you're holding the kid up as a victory pose. And Link, if you want to know where Link puts a kid, Link has, if you're familiar with Harry Potter, you know that bag that Hermione has that can fit everything in the world in it with that enchantment? Link has one of those, so therefore, this game ripped off Harry Potter as well. So we're leaving Maze Island. And Jayan gets an unfortunate encounter there, and another one here. There's 2 encounter tiles he wants to skip. And you're about to see one of the skips here. Oh, he's getting trolled. Oh, man. Yep, you should just take it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that was very unfortunate. That would be a reset for many runners. Yeah, in Maze Island, okay, he gets a second one. In Maze Island, the music actually lags up from, I guess, all the water sprites, I guess. I don't know the exact reason, but yeah, there's lag on Maze Island just from walking. There's another one up. Now, as you can see what JN did there, he got up on that roof. He wanted to get the upstab. You'll see this maybe a couple times. The Fairy Claws trick. If you duck down, cast Fairy, you can go down the chimney, but you have to be ducked while you cast Fairy. If you're not ducked, it won't work. But their old strat used to be a pixel-perfect jump called the Super Jump. Now, Jayan is going to get the Reflect spell, which will help him in Palace 4. Okay. And duck down, cast Fairy. And you can go down the chimney. Fairy Claws. Yep, riiyak did nail both the skips, yes. So he's picked up some time on JN here, actually. I mean, JN got trolled, had to go through it. I mean, that's at least 20-some seconds he picked up. But experience-wise, they're both pretty much locked for the either 886 or 887 strats, whichever they choose to do. Experience isn't that bad in the late game. Jayan gets the first one, and he gets the second one. The ones on the way back are harder to hit. Okay, we got... This walk right here is a pain. Another fairy, though. That's good, though, in this situation. One encounter on the walk back. Very nice, JN. Very nice. That was some good RNG there. You can get through that section without an encounter, but it's tough. Now, there's a pit here. JN's going to fall down. This will give him a magic container. You have to get all the magic containers at 100%. Even in any percent, the non-glitch category, you still have to get all 8 because the spells go with how many magic containers you have. That's a whole nother thing I'll get into later. But riiyak does not get the first skip. Uh-oh. He gets the second one, though. Now, JN is taking the long way around. If you take the shorter route, you'll get 2 more forced encounters, and it's slower than just taking the long way. And riiyak's having a good walk here. Tell you what, that's not bad. That's not bad. So he did gain time in that segment over JN. Now, Palace 4. Yep, and if that background guy would change the background, you know, he'd probably still have a job. There we go. Okay. Now, what JN's going to be doing is killing stuff, grabbing keys for the first half. On this palace, you do the right side of the palace, and you do the left side. Yeah, that background guy just sucks. What's his name? Can't loop me, something like that. Okay. Now, JN's about to pick up another item. There's some boots. And as we all know from that song, boots are made for doing something. I think walking or something like that. And it'll help him walk on some water later. Yep. Required to get the Palace 5. The riiyak is not that far behind. Now, there's some death abuses they can do in here. JN will probably take one right here. Let's see how his diving skills are. Yep, he does that for 2 things. A, to get back to the left side of the screen faster, and also refill his magic. So, it's a pretty good strat if you have the lives. Riiyak obviously does not, so he won't be doing a lot of them. He's slowed down on the level up. And now we have another Minecraft room, just like I said to remind you, Zelda 2 ripped off Minecraft. As riiyak gets the boots, so he'll be able to walk. I would tell you guys how old I was when I beat this game, but that would A, give away my age, and B, you guys wouldn't believe me. Oh, it's much older than 5, my friend. Okay, riiyak does take the death abuse. Now there's key that JN's going to get. That's the best comment I've ever heard, Radiant. Well played. Okay. So we do have some keys being gotten in here after the boots. They've already done the right sides of the house, so they're doing the left side. I did beat this game the year it came out, I will say that. And another dive in the lava for JN. Oh, JN was 4? I believe it. It shows. And he probably played the PAL version back then, being being from Sweden, so that's even harder. Gets a little slower. And Abacus? Oh, you guys are great this morning. I'm glad I woke up early by accident and looked at Discord and saw they needed a commentator. I'm having a good time with the chat. Okay, JN's come up to the hardest boss of the game. Pure concentration, all this RNG manipulation, frame perfect, pixel perfect movement. Oh wait, just one duck in the corner instead. Yeah, that boss is complete RNG. There's nothing you can do to beat him faster. These guys sit in the corner and hope you get him. Okay, riiyak is taking another death here. He has his 2 lives left. Okay, so JN is leaving the palace at 51:36. And we will see where riiyyak's going to leave the palace at. I'm going to assume he's still a couple minutes behind. Yeah, that magic refill is key for fighting Karok. And look at this background change. I remember this time. I mean, the background guy remembered. Yes. Good job, background guy. Okay, we're going to see what JN... I did not see if he would be queued up here, but we will see. Okay, we are going to see an eco key attempt. And perfect. And riiyyak's up to the very difficult boss fight, and he's getting trolled. Really bad. But that's the boss fight for you. Yeah. Yep, about a minute and a half lead. Now, JN will be able to use jump here again to get this key a lot faster. This key is a... Oh, man. There you go. Get out of there, man. Lunk is under some major... Oh, wow. Some major concussion protocol right now. P-bags aren't really needed at this point, so we'll just skip them. Now, riiyak. I'll be curious to see if he goes for Eco Key. I'm not too familiar with his play here. He does... Oh. What? Yep. 788. That's what we're going to have. Yeah, no Eco Key. Sorry, I'm not too familiar with this leveling. It threw me off. I don't think I've ever seen 788. Okay, JN is about to get this item. It's supposed to be a flute, but I'm sure Rep will agree with me. It's a plunger, right? Oh, okay, I got your rep. Nope, that's a plunger. Okay. Oh boy, that's probably the worst pattern somebody's gonna get. That's rough. What? Wow. That is that was just that was bad. Yeah, that key's pretty specific when you go to stab it. And let's see if Jayan gets a swag grab here. Nope, he didn't. He touched the ground. According to Bad Breaks, that's a 2-minute time loss. It's not really, but... And that block that Jayan just got that magic jar from will help him a bit in case he gets bopped a few more times. You can take Magic 4 in here, and then you need 700 XP before the boss, but it doesn't really matter either way. It's not going to hurt you if you don't take it. Okay. Riiyak is going for the plunger himself. This is where Mario put the plunger when he retired from being a plumber and decided to go rescue a princess. He's stuck in this palace. How we got there, we're not going to question it. Nintendo logic. Okay, we got a yak hammer and a plunger grab. No glitch, so he saves 2 seconds over JN because he got that glitch. Yeah, that's correct, Eon. Okay, Riiyak is going for the key that's in the middle of nowhere. Even if you have life 8, this boss that Jayan's about to face, he still hits you hard. 2 hits at life 4 without shield and you're dead. So I think that's 4 hits at life 8 and you're dead. Without shield. Goomba hits like a truck. Let's see if Jayan can get the yak hammer strat on it. Nope. Probably won't cast life there, buddy. Okay, you got him. That's Goomba. Okay, Crystal Place. Now Jayan's got to go up here. There's a heart container. He's going to cast Fairy. Okay, he waits wisely. Goomba prefers the term slightly overweight, not nice person rep. We gotta be a little more PC now, you know, Kappa. Okay, all the extra XP that Jayan skipped, he used it to get a bunch of levels at once. Now, this trick that Jayan is doing is called the River Dance. He takes an extra step, which he's already done, and he's hoping for a perfect encounter walk to the River Devil. And he gets a perfect encounter spawn. And this strat that a lot of runners are doing now is ferrying through this screen. And here's why. You're going to get hit by those rocks. They knock you back if you're not in fairy form. So might as well just take the damage in fairy form. At least that's the way I see it. Now, Jan will reset the encounter timer here to try to. He'll walk into the swamp for a tile, and then hopefully get past this. Oh, perfect back spawns. Now let's see what riiyak strat is against Guma. He had to hit him a couple more times. So yeah. But he gets him. Oh, Jan is entering Hidden Town Kasuto as riiyak is placing the crystal. This hidden town has 3 things. The 3 things are as follows. He will be getting a spell that's called Spell. Okay, which is coming up. Now let's see if riiyak should be fine. Is he going to stop? He might want to stop. Wow! He almost soft locked. He was very close. He was like a couple pixels away from soft locking there. Okay, Jan got spell. S-P-E-L-L. Now, over here, Link is going to erect a statue from the ground using spell. If you leave the screen on the same frame you level up, you soft lock. So yeah, if you're about to level up and you screen transition, yep, it will rip your run faster than a power outage. Jan got the magic key. And now there's one more item. He needs another magic container. This magic container will let him get a nice little thing later called Thunder. Well, we're going to have another high 5 from the 2 runners here, and this will probably be the last high 5 we see. High 5! Okay, there's another heart container that Jan will be getting here shortly, which will be the last heart container. Look at all those fairies. This has been the run of the fairies. Jan has seen, I think, like 6 or 7 fairy encounters. Here's the last heart container of the game. Now remember that plunger. Not only does it get rid of the river devil, you stay in the middle of these and you give a nice little blow. You get in here and... Background guy, could you please change the palace? Yes, I'd be happy to. Good job, background guy. Get a nice little forward pose from riiyak. Yeah, there's a lot wrong with Cantaloupe. There is. I know him well. Okay, the Wizrobe Room. I call this the Hall of Fame. That's where all the badass Wizrobes are. Now, if you're on the Famicom Disk System version, those Wizrobes will wreck you. They spawned on the they nerfed them in this version, but in the Famicom Disk System version, they will spawn on the edge of the screen. Now, there's a pit in this room. It's called the Canadian Hole. I don't know what that's about, but a lot of people have fallen in that hole. And JN just jumped over. And a lot of Canadians have. They've named it the Canadian Hole. That's why we call it the Canadian Hole. JN with a really good Rebo kill there. You'll see another one, I guarantee it. Yeah, it's literally called the Canadian Hole. That is no joke. Let's see if JN gets this magic jar. He doesn't. Whoa. Oh, that's right. He takes. He'll take magic 7 in here. He doesn't even need it. Yep. No falling. No. It's a pretty big time loss falling in it. Okay, so we're going to see a nice little, we got a heart container grab from riiyak. And he's going to blow on the plunger a bit. Do we have a ceiling walk? Nope. You can walk on the ceiling, it saves a little bit of time, and it looks cool. Don't. Is he going to do that strat? Nope. Does the safe one. Oh, he spelled That's awesome. Haven't seen that strat in a long time. Spell also turns enemies into bots. Almost all enemies. Some of the stronger enemies that don't, but there's no worse punishment than being turned into a bot. As Eon was speaking, she was talking about Barba and Volvagia. The sprites are different for this boss than the Japanese version to this version. In this version, the head stays out for a bit and fires at you. In the Japanese version, it comes at you much quicker up and down. It's very hard to one cycle unless you yak hammer it. JN with it. Oh, he gets the high jump. That's awesome. Now, another fairies required twice in this palace. Here's the second time. Now, here comes Barba. As long as he will spawn in this place if you hold right and don't stop. And... ooh, he missed the one cycle. Okay, JN's placing the crystal at a low 109. riiyak is getting beamed a bit. Getting beamed in the bum's not a cool feeling. Not that I would know. I think riiyak got ceiling walk. Yes, he did. Jumping up and down to celebrate it. Very well played. You want to kill these floaty horse head thingies because you don't want to walk back though. Never walk back on that screen. And this old man, if you notice, the old man has an extra animation here when he gives you the spell. He's like, "Ugh." That doesn't exist in the Japanese version. They added that to the US version, by the way. That's the Thunder spell. Thunder is required to beat an enemy with the name Thunder in his name, namely Thunderbird. Okay. This bridge right here can end your day really bad. The key is to not stop moving. And you can pretty much predict your spawns. React with another Rebo kill. Now, JN's going to be entering the Valley of Death. This is one of the most encounter-heavy section of the game. A fairy can spawn, but it's a 1 in 256 chance of it just appearing. Very few runners have seen it in a run. Okay, and Riiyak looks like he's going for the 1 cycle. Oh, he's at attack 7. I forgot. It's a little tougher. JN is making short work of Valley of Death. Without even using spell, which is extremely difficult. Doesn't even get damaged. Now let's see how he treats Scorpion Max. He gives him a headache and lets him live. If you really want to troll Max, you after you pass him, use spell, turn him into a bot, and leave him as punishment. Cheyenne with a very flawless Valley of Death. Without using a single magic and not getting hit. That's extremely difficult to do. Okay, JN enters at 112.41. He is on pace for a 117 and some change. I'm going to call it now. I'm going to say a 117.44. There's an invisible pit right there. Now, Riiyak just got the Thunder spell, so we're going to see how he handles the bridge and such. Oh man, background guy. Fire that guy. Yeah. Yeah, that's a very bad background guy. Yeah. Remind me to tie his shoelaces together around the chair so he can't get up later. Okay, Jane gets bopped a little bit. These red Focas are very, they're pains in the butts. Now, Riiyak went and got a magic jar so he'd get a free fairy cast. And he will be using spell strats, which I don't blame him. Spell strats will get you through this really easily. Now, this Blue Bird Knight that JN just got past, that one has his name. His name is Scott Bikula. I'm not going to give you the backstory. I'm just going to say his name's Scott Bikula. That's it. That's all you're getting this time. Riiyak, I don't think was moving up. Oh, he was. Nice. It was hard to see. Oh, JN's getting a little beat up there. JN will be taking a death abuse. And he will be on his last life. He's going to do it to refill his magic before he fights Barba. So yes, riiyak is entering. You'll see the difference here between Magic 8 and Attack 8 to Magic 7 versus Attack 7 to Magic 8. So this is going to be a great comparison. Now, if JN happens to die, riiyak will be in the lead. Because JN will continue at the beginning. Now, hope you don't get scared by this bot. Oh wait, he already passed him. I spoiled it. I missed it. Okay. JN's going to be going against Thunderbird here. Gets 2 hits there. Missed the quick kill, not a problem. He'll get him on the way back. Oh, okay. He didn't take all 3 death abuses. I forgot about that unknown availability. My fault. Oh, riiyak with the stare down with the red Foca. And here we go for Link. And a textbook Dark Link fight. Good job on taking the under. That's a sub 5 GP. Well played, JN. With a 1:17:35 or 77:35. Hey, a sub 5 GP is very hard to do. Very few can do it consistently. JN can. So, yeah. And riiyak taking the high road just to make sure Bikula don't some TV reference, something dark side, something. And just to let how good JN's run actually was. Now, he had some bad luck, really bad luck, and he still got a very low time with all that bad luck. So that's pretty impressive, really. A 77:35 with all what happened. That is amazing. Well, riiyak is going to fall in this pit, and hopefully this bot don't scare him too bad. Ah! Oh, it did. That scared me too. Death abuse? You don't have to take a death abuse. There's a way to get your magic back at the bottom. Well, riiyak does not want to take another death. This is his last life. Thunderous Cast. Now, it's going to take, I think it's twice as many hits at attack 7. I can't remember. Yep. Good fight, actually. Oh, it's 12 hits. Okay, it's 9 versus 12. I couldn't remember the exact number. Oh, 8. My brain ain't clicking. This is not my brain functioning time. Background guy would have got it right, though. Dark Link, no matter if you're attack 1 or attack 8, takes the same amount of hits. And GG, we have a 121.07. So, there we go. Jan will advance to the next round of the Zelda 2 tournament. Let's see if we can get either one of them in for commentary. That would be awesome if we can, or, for interview or whatnot. And look, we'll change the background again. Yeah, Reflect. Reflect shrinks your hitbox to it makes your hitbox a little smaller and you can block the fireball, so it helps a bit, yes. It's not needed, but it does help. Ignore that crashing sound. Well, I don't know if we're going to get an interview from him or not. Hey, thank you, riiyak. Yep, shrinkage. Very important thing. Okay. Yep. But anyway, I think, okay, riiyak is not able to come in. How about JN? No, that was my Pepsi can. Anyway, I guess that's going to do it for us over here. We had a little race, and we shall move on, and all that good stuff. So congrats to JN, and moving on to the next round, and we'll see some more Zelda 2 action. You can click on the links to check out our Zelda 2 stuff in the tournament, and we shall go from there. Yeah, you did well at the end, riiyak. Yes. But I'm signing off. Y'all have a great day.